Sorely disappointed, because if clickbait was an amendment, this is it. Okay, I cannot believe it.
That's right, Justin Baldoni versus Blake Lively, the case that keeps on giving. New evidence is sinking Blake Lively's.
Between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni is escalating. They co-star in the recent movie It Ends With Us. This seems to never end, which he directed and she produced. Now, she claims he harassed her on set. He denies it. In a newly revised court complaint, Lively claims other women also felt uncomfortable around Justin Baldoni.
Political commentator Candace Owens has ignited controversy by claiming that Blake Lively's ongoing court case is actually harming women. Yes, really. What began as a private legal dispute has rapidly escalated into something far bigger, pulling celebrities into the spotlight, exposing alleged hidden agendas, and setting the internet ablaze. Buckle up, because this is shaping up to be a wild, scandal-filled ride. Let's break it all down.
Justin Baldoni's lawyers, who knew that this day would come.
But here's where things get even crazier. The trial has reportedly taken a dramatic turn with the sudden introduction of Candace Owens as a key witness. Some sources claim she possesses crucial evidence that could change everything, while others allege she's being forced to testify against her will. Either way, the courtroom drama has reached an entirely new level.
First of all,
claims remain unverified. They've ignited a massive wave of online speculation. Some fans are standing firmly behind Blake, arguing that she's being unfairly targeted. Others believe there's more to the story, perhaps even a deeper, Hollywood-wide conspiracy at play. But that raises a key question. Why is Candace Owens involved in the first place? Let's dig deeper.
100% Ryan was the one who...
For all the footage that they filmed for that day. I learned this 5 minutes ago. He then, Ryan Reynolds, decided to take a look at the script. And between the two, something allegedly set him off. This person claims, and I cannot verify, that the production assistants then overheard Ryan and Blake having an argument in her trailer. And I wonder why she can't verify. I mean, it's like you don't have to share their names, but you couldn't get any proof that this person was legit. Ryan Reynolds started being on the set on a regular basis as if he were her chaperone, and that is when he started inserting himself into the actual production, including writing lines. Anonymous source.
But here's the twist. Not everyone is buying Candace's claims. Some insiders allege she's exaggerating the impact to draw attention and advance her own political agenda. Others insist her information is credible, arguing that the trial really does carry broader consequences for women in Hollywood. So, what is it? Candace exposing a hidden truth, or spinning a narrative for clicks? Let's take a closer look.
Got updates from Candace Owens. That's right, she's got sources claiming WME was strong-armed by Ryan Reynolds. She's really going on a crusade against Ryan Reynolds. She says she has sources in the family. Whether that's true, we're not sure. But she's discussing the fact that William Morris Endeavor, who dropped Justin Baldoni and publicly said it wasn't because of Ryan Reynolds, well, now Candace is saying, no, it was because of Ryan Reynolds. Here's what happened.
A-list friends. I'm friends with Taylor Swift. I am friends with Hugh Jackman. I'm the person that plays Deadpool. And that is when, and this person was a strong contact. So this isn't like a little bit of tea. This is like, I felt good receiving this information from another person who said that it was Ryan Reynolds who marched into WME, okay, which is Endeavor. It's also called Endeavor. It is the biggest talent agency in the world. Every celebrity is under there, from Taylor Swift to Justin Baldoni, and said, it's us or it's him. Like, you're going to drop Justin Baldoni or you're going to lose all of us. And obviously that has a little bit of weight at Endeavor if you're friends with Taylor Swift. So here's the article of what happened next. You can see Justin Baldoni gets dropped from WME in wake of Blake Lively's sexual harassment allegations. That person is telling me that it was 100% Ryan that orchestrated that dropping, and it was an ultimatum that he delivered to their door. So Ryan felt like he won. He had Justin Baldoni, as we showed you, in the basement at his own premiere event, even though it was his movie that his production company brought the rights from. Justin Baldoni in a basement with his wife and his family, celebrating it next to Dasani water, making the best of it.
To understand the full picture, we need to rewind and take a closer look at Blake Lively's past. Known for her elegance and seemingly picture-perfect public image, Blake has largely stayed clear of controversy until now. However, some sources allege that behind closed doors, she may not always have been the angelic figure she appears to be.
You're going to realize that she's not being held captive by Ryan Reynolds, okay? They're both narcissists, and the way that she executed her plan against Justin Baldoni by using the cast of characters around Justin Baldoni, like Isabella Ferrer and Liz Plank. They really are the strategy here for her lawyers, while Brian Friedman is delivering point after point after point, followed by evidence with no emotion in the documents. They're just girl bossing it. They're just like, wear your florals. We're going to file an amendment. It's going to be cute. We're going to give you so much emotion. It's going to feel good. Forget the facts. How do you feel? Truly, that's what it is. It is a display of like a hyper stereotype of what it means to be a woman. That's how I felt reading this. I was like, give me teeth. Give me the facts. I don't care about the feelings. It just starts with straight feelings, okay? In the introduction, it opens up by being like, the way that Justin Baldoni has represented himself in the past, really, we're just going to set the stage as if they're writing a script and they're not filing a document in court. This is actually the language from the introduction.
According to some unverified reports, Blake has faced past accusations ranging from mistreatment of hotel staff to alleged property damage and behind-the-scenes feuds with other celebrities. There are also whispers, strictly unconfirmed, that she has worked behind the scenes to influence industry narratives, silence critics, or manipulate media coverage. It's important to note that these claims remain allegations, with no definitive proof publicly established.
Mr. Baldoni gave the appearance of taking responsibility for the fact that he had, quote, unconsciously been hurting and silencing women in his life and implored men to be man enough to, quote, shut the hell up and listen to women. He claimed that he wanted to end toxic masculinity, acknowledging his own toxic behavior by admitting that, quote, there is a woman or two that I in some way made uncomfortable by saying something or doing something that was chauvinistic or sexist. There is 1,000,000% probability that that exists, pardon. Okay? And he said that he wanted to say that he was sorry and that he would do better. So I'm going to show you what they're quoting from. Again,
as the scandal continues to unfold, other celebrities are reportedly beginning to weigh in, directly or indirectly. Meghan Markle, who has had her own public run-ins with Candace Owens, is said to have subtly thrown shade at both sides, allegedly telling those close to her that Hollywood thrives on manufactured controversy. Meanwhile, Taylor Swift, who has worked with Blake Lively in the past, has remained noticeably silent, prompting fans to speculate that she may be distancing herself from the drama altogether. And then there's Kanye West. Yes, that Kanye. Despite his own recent tensions with Candace Owens, he reportedly posted a cryptic Instagram story reading, "Fake people get fake problems." Was it aimed at Blake? At Candace? Or at the situation as a whole? No one knows for sure.
The few people that
share what sources are telling her.
Even Jennifer Lawrence is rumored to have weighed in, reportedly calling the entire ordeal a classic example of why Hollywood is broken. Oof, if true, that's a strong statement and yet another sign of how deeply this controversy seems to be resonating across the industry.
I am better now. I'm happy now. I'm more than better because we did it. Like I said, I am not involved in this lawsuit, or at least that's what my lawyer kept telling me. Oh no, you're not a party to this lawsuit. Well, joke's on him, because I have now been name checked in this lawsuit. So let's back it up and I'll explain how we got here. I'm just giddy with so much joy right now.
Since Candace's so-called proof went viral, public reaction has been explosive. On one side, diehard Candace fans insist she's telling the truth. On the other, Blake's supporters are rallying behind her, dismissing the entire scandal as a calculated smear campaign.
Judge Lehman, don't forget, the parties all met, kind of a preliminary hearing. It's just the lawyers met. And Judge Lehman of New York instructed both of the parties of the suit to submit a proposed protective order. I think the deadline he gave them was March 10th for a proposed protective order, because both teams agreed that some kind of a protective order would indeed be appropriate for this case to protect confidential information. Now, as we reported, Brian Friedman and Wayfarer wanted essentially a model protection order, which is indeed standard. It's just a standard protection order. But on the 20th, which was, I think, last Friday, Blake's team filed for a slightly modified type of protection order that would include increased protections to third parties.
Meanwhile, major news outlets have seized on the story with headlines such as Candace Owens proves Blake Lively's court trial is hurting women and Blake Lively exposed. Some media commentators are even speculating that Blake's career could face serious consequences if the allegations gain traction. But here's the bigger question. How will this ripple through the industry as a whole? This scandal raises an even deeper issue. Has Hollywood's obsession with power, money, and control pushed even its most successful figures into high-drama legal battles? Once again, this scandal shows just how ruthlessly the industry can tear people apart. Blake Lively and Candace Owens, despite being on opposite ends of the spectrum, are now caught in the same web of Hollywood chaos. And as for Candace's so-called proof, whether legitimate or not, it has sparked an important conversation about how the entertainment industry treats women and how these legal battles can create ripple effects that extend far beyond the courtroom.
Means keeping some of the material that will come out through the course of a high-profile lawsuit away from the general public, most importantly because it's just irrelevant, stuff that has no bearing on the legal consequences of the case, but might unintentionally stir the public. Example, they subpoena my financial records because I'm alleging that something was done that led to severe financial consequence in my life. So the other side says, okay, we're going to subpoena your financial records. And in the process, they become privy to things that might embarrass.
One thing's for sure, this story is far from over. That's all we've got for today, but now it's your turn. What do you think about Candace Owens' claim that Blake Lively's court trial is hurting women? Is there any truth to it? Or is this just another attempt to stir up controversy? Let's get the discussion going in the comments. I want to hear your thoughts. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more insanely juicy celebrity news. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.